All right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 80s444. Today, guys, I have a special guest with me. The name is I Am Okay, and today we'll be discussing about Barcelona season preview. So you guys probably know I'm Oak from the Saudi Arabia World Cup preview I did on the channel a few weeks ago, and today we'll be discussing about Barcelona season in total. So I only want Barca fans to come on here. So if you are a Barcelona fan, please hit me up on either Twitter or on Discord. I'll be sending a link there. Only Barca fans are welcome on here, guys. Now, of course, if you're a non-Barca fan, you guys still come on the chat. But as far as like wanting to speak and everything like that, you have to be a Barca fan. Okay. So without further ado, let's go and get started. So, hello, I am okay. So, what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts, man?
Hello, AD. I hope you're doing good.
Yeah,
Right now, things are going a bit crazy, to be honest. With
yeah,
all the news right now, especially according to Jerry Romero, PK is in Alemani's office. They're discussing to take a pay cut. Without the pay cut, Barcelona might be in problem to register players right now. So
yeah,
there's this whole big news situation going on.
yeah. That's definitely true. Um, let's go ahead and discuss about let's start with the transfers first. Actually, I was gonna do Copa del Rey, but let's do transfers first. So, are you happy with Barcelona's transfers that have been made so far in this window?
Definitely, some great additions like Lewandowski, Rafinha, Kunde, definitely. Like we needed some reinforcements in our bag. Now with the partnership of Arau and Kunde, which can last us for like a decade almost, we might be in good hands right now.
Yeah, I think the defense is very very solid, and I think it's good to see that we finally addressed that because that's one of my major concerns with Barcelona is like we keep bringing in forwards and keep bringing in like midfielders and think that we're going to win the Champions League, but reality you need a strong defense. That's a
Yeah,
very very important part of the team, and without a strong defense, it's difficult to win a Champions League. You know,
I definitely agree with you.
you know.
Now we are searching for a left back, but in my opinion, we don't need a left back. We have Alejandro Balde, who I think is good enough to be a backup. And maybe in like 2 to 3 years, Alejandro Balde will probably be a starter for us.
Yeah.
According to me, in my opinion.
So yeah, let's go ahead and read some comments, and then I'm personally very happy as well. So Sebastian says hello, nice to see you, Sebastian. Polomo says hey. The awesome BLN Cola says hello. FB7 Game says yo. Sheik Mansour is in the house at FB7 Games. I've been supporting Barca my whole life, JK, and I don't seem to find the positive in Lewandowski signing for Barca. He wasted 60 mil for like one season. Now, I do want to talk about this real quick. So, what do you have to say about this? Because Polomo, just for context here, Polomo is a Bayern Munich fan. So, you know, he what do you think about this? Do you think that getting Lewandowski at this age was a not the best move, or do you think that what's your thoughts?
I would definitely disagree with this statement that we wasted 60 million for like one season. Lewandowski is not like other players. He's a special gem. He's a great player. He has the longevity. He has a longevity to stay and play for like 3 to 4 years on the top level. So I would disagree. I think 60 million for someone like Lewandowski who can give you like 40 plus goals for like 3 seasons. It's a pretty good signing in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I do see where Polomo is coming from because he is a bit old. He's 32 years old and everything like that. But we can see from Lewandowski is that age doesn't seem to be a problem. He's been really good. In fact, you could argue he's actually been better at his late age than he's been at his early age. People are actually talking about him more in the few years than he was at 2010, 15 or something like that. And I feel like for me, Lewandowski is a player that he's just on the way he's training, the way he's in fitness, like the way he's playing. It seems like he's gonna be playing for like a few more seasons. Now, I do think that we're gonna have to eventually find a replacement. So I think for me, for Barca, I think he could be here for around 2 to 3 more seasons at the top level, and then maybe retire afterwards. But yeah, it definitely could be a skeptical thing because as I said, guys, Lewandowski, he is one of the best strikers in the world, and to have him be at Barcelona to prove his haters, because there's been a lot of haters saying that Lewandowski's only been great in Bundesliga because of Bundesliga tax and everything like that, which you can make of that what you will. But for me, he's a quality player. As he's shown in the Champions League. And so we'll see. This could be a flop signing. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't think this will be eight. I don't think that. I don't think he will just play one season in Barca. That's just what I'm saying, in my opinion. So
Yep,
we'll
agree.
see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'm being optimistic here. So, I mean, how many seasons do you think he'll play at Barca? I guess we should get into the conversation now that Paloma brings us up.
3 to 4 seasons at top level.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So, as I said, I've been really, really happy. We discussed Lewandowski, Kunde. We've been very happy. Christensen as well, Kessie as well, Rafinha. Yeah, I guess the only concern, the only positions I think Barcelona's a bit light in is the fullbacks. I think if we can get our fullbacks, better fullbacks and like more like depth, then I think we would be great position. Because I do agree with you in the sense that left backs, I think we're still kind of good in. We still have Jordi Alba who's at the top level. Alejandro Balde. But the thing is, like, we're gonna have to find a replacement for Jordi Alba, and I'm assuming that Alejandro Balde will become the starter. But we need a backup to Alejandro Balde in a few years, so we do need to buy another left back. You know, um, indeed. So how many? I mean, like, I don't think we're gonna go ahead. I don't think we're gonna get any more fullbacks this summer. At the right back position, we desperately need a right back. We definitely need another right back. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely do. I'd say when I saw that Dani Alves was leaving, I was in shock. I thought he would stay for one more season and retire at Barcelona, but all of a sudden he leaves. He joins Pumas. We're facing him in the Juan Gamper. So now we do need a right back, and I'd say our number one priority should be Espeligueta at best. I
Yeah,
know people
absolutely. So.
disagree. Many Barcelona fans are skeptical about Espelikueta for his age. But if you're skeptical about Espelikueta, then you should also be skeptical about Robert Lewandowski because they're about the same age. So I think Espelikueta, either him or I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I only see Espelikueta joining Barcelona, nobody else for the right back position.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see because I do agree with in the right back position. We are definitely very light. Um, the problem with Aspilicueta is that I would take him, but the age is really my big concern. And as I said, I personally, from what I've seen, I heard Chelsea fans say that he's a lot better as a center back than as a fullback, and that kind of makes me concerned there. Obviously, every 7 games, you could probably give your opinion on Aspilicueta on this if you want. And yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with that. And then yeah, I think that's the position. And then I want to talk about other potential pending transfers. We could maybe get Bernardo Silva. So what do you think about this?
Listen, I am a huge fan of Bernardo Silva. I wanted him to join Barcelona from his Monaco days. But I think sacrificing De Jong for Bernardo Silva, no, in my opinion, I'd rather take De Jong than Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is a great player, but I think De Jong, yes, just like he's better defensively. If we get Bernardo Silva, imagine our midfield with Bernardo Silva, Pedri, and Kessie. You like that defensiveness. Bernardo Silva is in box to box, something which Frankie De Jong is. He can defend, he can attack as well. But Bernardo Silva can only attack. I'm not saying he's bad defensively, but I could not trust Bernardo Silva defensively, in my opinion.
Yeah, I see. The thing about Bernardo Silva is that he would be a quality player, but just because you're quality doesn't necessarily mean you fit into Barca. That people need to think about that. And I just feel like for me, we already have enough midfielders, and I know people are going to say he could play as right winger, but we're already stacked in the position. We got Dembele, Rafinha, and apparently we might even sign Messi. Obviously not this summer, but maybe next summer. So if that is the case, I just don't see how Bernardo Silva can get into the starting 11. I know obviously it depends on the Frankie De Jong situation. That if Frankie De Jong does leave Barca, which I still don't know if it's going to happen or not, then we're
Mhm.
going to sign Bernardo Silva as supposedly the replacement. But I don't think Bernardo Silva, Frankie De Jong are the same profiles. I think they're completely different players, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Bernardo Silva is more of an interior, whereas De Jong he's a box to box. I don't see Bernardo Silva playing as a box to box. So if we have Bernardo Silva and Pedri as our midfielders, leaving the CDM, none of them can defend properly, which something which De Jong can do very well. So that's why I'm very skeptical about Bernardo Silva joining Barcelona.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that he is a quality player. I'm not saying he isn't. It's just that, as I said before, guys, just because you're quality doesn't necessarily mean yet you're like you fit into Barca. Like we got to take that in consideration. Like there's a lot of good players. Like look at Coutinho for instance. We could all say he was a great player, but he never worked out of Barca. And you're seeing how he's been doing for Aston Villa. Look at another player as Thiago Alcantara. We can all agree that he's probably one of the best players Bayern Munich's ever had in their history. And now he was a quality player. So as I said, it's not as straightforward as that. So I guess that's pretty much it for transfers. I do have any other thoughts before we move on to our next topic?
Cucurella. Right.
Cucurella. That could also happen. Do you think it's going to happen? I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's gonna be pretty funny, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, personally speaking, I don't think Cucurella is coming to us. But I would like for Cucurella to come. I would love it. That would be amazing. But it's just the fact that I feel like him being a former Barca player, and that kind of thing, and usually the second time around, it's not usually the best. So
I'm a big fan of Cucurella. I'd love to see him here, but I don't think it will happen. Maybe in the near future.
yeah.
Who knows?
So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So I think that's enough for transfer duck. We discussed about it for like 11 minutes. I do want to round this off around an hour to an hour 30 minutes. So I don't want to stay on for too long here. So that way you guys can it's like good watchable length, because when you get to too long, we repeat stuff and it's hard. It's not really ideal for people that watch the replays, because I know a lot of people probably watch the replay of the stream. So I want to make it what's the word called again? I want to make it convenient for them as well. So let's move on to our next topic. So next topic we have here is I'm going to start with the least important thing, and that's the Spanish Supercup. So this for me is the least important one of the bunch. So what's your thoughts on the Spanish Supercup? Do you personally care about this? Do you think we should go for this? And yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that.
Spanish Super Cup is not very important for me, but it's a chance for me to watch Barcelona play live in front of my eyes. But I'm not a big fan of it. I think we should prioritize a Super Cup just in case if we go trophyless in any other competitions like the Champions League or La Liga. So maybe then Barcelona fans have something to talk about other than that they aren't trophyless this season. They have at least won the Super Cup.
Yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys. The fixture. So as you guys can see, so Real Madrid, they'll play against Valencia. Real Madrid's a La Liga winners, of course, and Valencia's Copa del Rey runners, and we'll be playing Real Betis. So what's your thoughts on our game against Real Betis? That's going to happen January 12th or January 11th, 2023.
Real Betis might be a tough team to be honest. They defeated Xavi before, but now I think with a reinforced team, I think we can beat Real Betis pretty easily. Who knows, but
yeah, I mean, let's be real. We should be able to beat Real Betis. Notice I should. Okay, and of course the stadiums are going to take place in the King Fahd International Stadium in Riyadh.
That's heartbreaking. I live in Jeddah, not in Riyadh, so I won't be seeing Barcelona live.
Oh man, maybe you could just make an exception and just travel over there.
Yeah, just to watch Barcelona play, or maybe lose. I don't think so, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's in January. It's kind of weird. But yeah, anyways, assuming that we get past Betis and assuming Real Madrid get past Valencia, which I assume they get past Valencia, right?
Yeah, they will definitely.
Yeah. So then we have El Clasico Super Cup, and what's really been funny in the years that we have had this format, we haven't had El Clasico Super Cup thing as a final. We've always had it's never happened in a final, so this will be the first time it happened here, and we definitely need to win this. I feel like. I know it's kind of like more of our least important things, but it's been a while since we won a Spanish Super Cup. I think the last time we won it was 2018. Am I right?
Yeah.
2018. So it's been some years, man. And obviously, it's another trophy. And every time you can get a trophy, you can't pass up a trophy. A trophy is a trophy. It doesn't matter how big. It doesn't matter what competition it is. A trophy is a trophy, right?
I agree with you.
So obviously, I would like for us to win it. I do agree with you in the sense, though, that this is probably more and more least important things. Like, it's not super important. But as you said, though, that if we're in the position where, let's say we're out of the La Liga title race, let's say, Champions League, we're not really, that kind of thing, then we can maybe go for this because I want to win something this season. If we don't win any trophies this season, man, that looks really bad, especially with the players we brought in this summer.
Yeah, I agree.
So... yeah, I mean, do you think we'll win the Spanish Super Cup if we play Real Madrid in that final?
To be honest, We have gotten a lot of surprises in the Super Cup recently, so it's up in the air. But honestly, most likely option is that Barcelona will win the Super Cup.
Yeah, I think we could win it, but my concern is that we're playing against Real Madrid, and Real Madrid, they're known for showing up in finals. Like we know they're like finals kind of team. Like whenever it comes to finals, they hardly lose. They hardly lose in finals. So that's kind of what makes me worried there in that sense.
But we have already defeated Real Madrid once, and we have defeated them last season in La Liga. So
That's true.
and that gives me some optimism.
Yeah. Well, although we haven't faced Benzema in El Clasico, we haven't beaten Benzema in El Clasico. So with Xavi at least. So
How many goals can Benzema score against a duo of Araujo and Koundé?
ooh. I mean, we know Benzema scored against Kunde in that the game that Real Madrid made the comeback. You remember?
Yeah, yeah. But against Araujo,
Mm. Yeah, Benzema did. Remember the Spanish Super Cup we played last season semifinal? I think he scored in that game.
so like 2 goals. But I think if their attack can score 2 goals against our defense, we have scored like 4 goals against their defense.
Yeah.
Actually, 5 goals. So if you see it like that, it might be a 5-2.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, I want for us to win it. But for me personally speaking, as of right now, do I think we'll win it? I'm gonna have to say it's early to say, but I'll say this is tough. Yes or no? Oh man, this is kind of putting me in the hot seat here. I think right now I'll say I don't think we'll win it just because it's a final. And as I said before, Real Madrid they're amazing in finals. Like I don't. The last time they were defeated in a final was by Atletico Madrid, which was in the UEFA Super Cup. I think that's the last time they were defeated in a final. You know,
Okay.
so it's gonna be a tall task. Obviously, I want us to win, but personally, right now, I think we'll come runners up. What do you think?
I think we can defeat Real Madrid. I'd say a scoreline of like 2-0 or 3-1, but I'm pretty confident of winning the Spanish Super Cup.
Yeah. Anyways, now that we looked in through that, so I guess that's pretty much it for the Smash Super Cup. Do you have any other thoughts upon this before we move on to our next topic?
I think Valencia can beat Real Madrid as a shocker.
All right, let me look at some comments and then we'll move on to our next topic. I think it's a good way to transition. So, lol 33, time will tell. Polomo's a hater. Thank you, FB7. I mean, we do know a lot of Bayern fans hate Barca, so I'm not too surprised there.
And I hate Brian.
Yeah, hello. Dang, Sebastian got rejected from joining this. No, oof. Stop being a Cavs. I'm not a Barca fan, and AD said only Barca fans. Yeah, that's how you got rejected. You lot ain't Sandy Espilicueta. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. He FB7 games. He is a Chelsea fan, and he does not think we're getting Espilicueta. I don't think we'll get him either, to be honest.
I think we might not get because we have hijacked so many of their players.
Yeah, I think Chelsea's a bit like offended. Like, okay, you took so many of our targets. We're not giving you any more players.
Yeah,
Yeah, which is good. Honestly, I don't really. I mean, I want no Alonso. Alonso, I definitely.
imagine. I'd like to see the look on FB7 games if we sign both Alonso and Espilicueta from them.
But would you be happy with Alonso? I would not be happy, personally speaking.
No, but I just want to see his face.
Yeah, and then basketball Quetzal. I'm kind of personally, I'm leaning towards no. I don't really want basketball Quetzal. I wouldn't mind him, but I wouldn't like. Ideally, I wouldn't take him. I would take him if that was the only option, but I would rather get someone else. Okay.
There isn't any other option than Espilicueta, to be honest. He's our only option.
Okay, so they have a new person here. Okay, edits. Hi. Hi there. Okay, Palma, hi. Ustad Melik Bahid. Oh, yeah, we could go for him, maybe. I think it's Spanish Super Cup like All Stars game in American leagues. Hello, Calvin Duno. This is the first time I think I've seen you on here. Welcome to the channel. Nice profile picture, by the way. I'll pull FB7 Games error moment. Calvin Duno, hi. The Copa del Rey and La Liga winners haven't made the Supercopa de España final since to switch to 14 format. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that really interesting, sorry. I'm Oak. I almost called you Sebastian. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that really interesting?
It's interesting, to be honest. So
Yeah.
if this happens, so we might not see any Real Madrid in the final.
Yeah, that's
Imagine that happens. No Real Madrid.
I think Barca can win both cups. I would love so. That would be awesome. I would love to have a domestic double. Just seen a report saying Barca have difficulties in registering the new players. Let me see if we can find the report. Yeah, we already kind of discussed about it earlier. I hate Barca because my whole life's family supports Real Madrid. Not because of Bayern law. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So your family is a Madrid supporter. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, Calvin Dino says FC Barcelona asking Gerard Piqué, Sergio Busquets for a salary reduction, register all their signings. If they do not accept, the club will have a big problem. Yes, Jared Romero. Yeah, they need to take some reductions, and we.
If not, if not, terminate PK. Terminate Busquets. I don't care.
I mean, they do have one more season left. I think this is the final season for PK. PK and
Terminate,
Busquets, I'm pretty sure. So, which side is that?
terminate PK and then maybe register.
Okay. So yeah. Anyways, I think we discussed enough about Spanish Super Cup. I don't really have any other thoughts upon this. Do you have any other thoughts?
No, to be honest.
Okay, let's move on to our next topic, guys. So let's move on to the Copa del Rey. Copa del Rey. So I'm going to put timestamps really for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and okay, I gotta change that. So we're going to put at 21:30, I guess. Copa del Rey. Okay, I'll put timestamps after the stream, by the way, guys. So
Okay.
let's talk about the Copa del Rey. Okay. Now, for me personally, the Copa del Rey is a competition that I think we should try to win. I always think the Copa del Rey is a really nice trophy. And given the fact that our rivals, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, respectively, don't really emphasize this trophy that much, I think this is ours for the taking. And I definitely think that we should be able to at least make it far, at least make the quarters, in my opinion. What,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Real Madrid and Atleti fans they call this trophy a Mickey Mouse trophy, but they still their team can't win one. So it's not a Mickey Mouse trophy if your team can't win.
Yeah, I just think they don't care about it. That's why they say it. Like, that's why they say it's a
I
mini.
think they only say it because they know that it's a good trophy and Barcelona won it. So their only like excuse is that they call it a Mickey Mouse trophy.
Wow. Okay. But all jokes aside, like I think this is a trophy that Barcelona should be trying to aim for. And this is a trophy, as I said, our rivals aren't really taken seriously. The only real teams I consider are a significant threat in this competition are Athletic Bilbao. Athletic Bilbao, they're obsessed with this trophy. Like they love this trophy so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've defeated us multiple times.
I feel
Just
like I found a mistake every single time. I think in the last couple of years we have faced Athletic Bilbao at least in our pathway to the Copa del Rey. Like last season we faced them round of 16. I think the season before we faced them in the final, and the season before I think we faced them in the quarterfinals. Like it's interesting, man. Like we always have to play them, man. At the San Mamés too, man. That's the more annoying part, man.
yeah, I think the main reason why we lost to Athletic Bilbao is just because of Iñaki Williams and his pace, and it was against PK.
Yeah.
But now
Oh,
that
dude. I'm sorry to interrupt you. There's another player that also played really well, Nico Williams.
oh yeah, Iñaki's brother,
Yeah, he was really good too, as remember.
yeah, yeah, because they're pacey. They have pace, and now that we have Kunde and Araujo as a duo, or Christensen, I think that won't be a problem anymore. And I'm very confident we can defeat them.
Yeah. So round of 32. I mean, we should be able to get past round of 32.
Wait,
That's
but
right.
but but about Athletic Bilbao, their new manager Ernesto Valverde.
Ah, yes.
Imagine he defeats us.
Dude, I mean, dude, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. And be crazy, man. If we play Athletic Bilbao in the final, I'm actually really worried.
Wait, by the way, just it's off topic, but somebody just wrote Fabrizio lied to us about Cucurella. Fabrizio replied and said, "We will see who lied."
Ooh. All right, we'll see. There's some tension there. But anyways, let's get back to Copa del Rey. I mean, like I said, man, we should be able to like. What should the minimum expectations be? I'd say the minimum should be quarterfinals. We should be able to get the quarterfinals.
This might be a bit out of hand, a bit crazy, but minimum with this squad, finals.
Finals. So we expect at least runners up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other
See, the
than
thing
that, would
is,
be a failure for me.
See, the thing is, all depends on the draw because remember, the round of 32, round of 16, and the quarterfinals are all one games. They're all one games, and it's usually on the road. I believe it's going to be on the road. So that's going to be interesting. You know, last season we got eliminated by Athletic Bilbao in the round of 16. And the season before we won it, obviously, and then the season before Athletic Bilbao. So if we do play Athletic Bilbao, let's say, what would be the ideal time to play them? Ideal match, like final, semis, quarterfinal, like when would you want to play them?
Semis.
Semis. Okay. I also For me personally, I want to play them in a final. I want to play them in a final again, man.
Yeah, I'd say semi-finals because it's the only two-leg match in the whole tournament. So if we lose in the first leg, we'll have a chance in the second leg. During
Yeah,
the
that's true. That's true. But I'm assuming you want the away game first.
I want the away game first. To
Yeah.
be honest, I want the home game first. So if we lose, we can make a comeback in front of their own fans.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's difficult playing San Mamés. Like, it's difficult to play. We haven't. I don't think we have a great record there.
If we can defeat Galatasaray in the Galatasaray Stadium, we can definitely defeat Athletic Bilbao in the San Mamés.
Yeah, I suppose we. I mean, we've done it before. I've seen it. I think we did it then when Messi scored a brace 2 seasons ago, and I think we did beat them with Valverde, if I'm not mistaken.
That was when we had Messi, to be
Yeah,
honest.
and I think Paulinho scored in that game, if I'm not mistaken. A long few years ago. So, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, like I said, man, I think we'll play. Any other threats for this competition other than Athletic Bilbao?
Valencia are always a threat. Villarreal,
Valencia.
Villarreal, Real Madrid, Real Betis.
Mm, I'd say maybe Sevilla. I'd say Sevilla, Valencia, and Athletic Bilbao are the teams we should keep an eye upon because I think these teams will battle
They
us
don't
for
have
that
Dios
trophy.
Kunde or Diego Carlos anymore.
I know, but like I feel like Sevilla they're gonna really go for this cup because they know this is probably one of the few trophies they could win.
I'm gonna say Real Betis, Villarreal, Valencia, Real Madrid, or Athletic.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll see, man. Because like I said, I want us to win this competition. Do I think we'll win it? It kind of depends on what happens in the season. Like I said, similar to what I said for the Spanish Super Cup, that if we let's say are not in the La Liga title race, then then I would say we should then we should go for this because I don't know, man. It's gonna be a lot. Like we need to like I don't think we'll be able to win everything, so we'll have to like kind of like pick and choose which ones we want to work for. So for me personally speaking, like if we could like if we're in La Liga title race, then I would say probably don't go for this. But if we're not in the La Liga title race, don't go for this because like I said, it's gonna be difficult to win everything.
To be honest, imagine we get a domestic treble. A domestic treble would be pretty good in our first season.
Oh
With
yeah, 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 definitely, definitely. I would, dude, that would be awesome. But I think that's a bridge too far. Don't you think?
now I think we can make the domestic treble. I might be a bit too optimistic, but I think maybe a quadruple. Don't forget the Almighty Juan Gamper Trophy. The Almighty Juan Gamper. We can make
Oh
a
yeah, one Gumper trophy. Technically, that's a preseason trophy, so I'm not gonna. That's not an official trophy. So I'm not gonna count that. But anyways, let's go read some comments and then we'll move on to our next topic. Do you have any more thoughts on this topic, or should we move on?
let's see the comments and then we can move on.
Okay. Yeah, let's look at the comments first. And oh my goodness, guys, we've gained a lot of subscribers earlier today. I think I think today I started at 867, and now we're at 873. So we're getting a lot of growth, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for subscribing to the channel. Really do
Let's
appreciate it,
go.
man. Yeah, man. Road to 900 begins, man. So
No, road to 900.
yeah, let's go read some more comments, and then we'll move on to the next topic. Lol. Who's the current holder of this trophy? It is Real Betis. I believe I answered your thing in the comments. Ernesto wasn't that bad.
I
I
agree
think
with
this is
you.
referring to Valverde. What's your thoughts on Valverde? Let's quickly discuss about this real quick.
I loved Valverde as a manager. I think he was one of the greats, and replacing him was a bad idea. Second him was a bad idea. I think if Valverde was there, I think we would have won that game against Bayern. That 8-2 would have been an 8-2.
You think we'd beat Bayern?
I'd say we'd beat Bayern. I think Ernesto Valverde was way better than Quique Setien.
I think that's a bridge too far. I don't think we beat Bayern. The Bayern were so well coached. Hansi Flick, man, like that Bayern team was so good, man.
Maybe not defeating Bayern, but we would have lost like by 2 goals, not by
Yeah,
six.
yeah, like we would like. I agree with you. It would have been a lot more respectable. Let's put it this way. It wouldn't have been as like humiliating. You know, I don't think we had beaten Bayern because that Bayern team was too good. That Bayern team was way too good. I mean, Polomo can tell me in the comment section like how good that Bayern team was. Like honestly, there's a conversation to be had about that Bayern team. And I definitely we need. This is actually a good topic for a future video. We should have a top 10 teams of all time. And
Oh,
you can maybe put an argument that Bayern 2020 team could be in that conversation.
maybe in the top 10.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a conversation for that for another day because that's actually a really good topic. I
Yeah,
think.
that's a good topic.
What would be deemed as a successful season? That's a good question. For me personally, if we win at least one trophy, and that being either La Liga or the Champions League, I do not consider the Copa del Rey or Super Cup as a successful season. Personally,
Wow.
I'll be a good. I'll be happy, but I wouldn't like consider it like a success, like a huge success. I would consider it like a small success.
Oh wow. Interesting.
Yeah. What about you?
I'd say a domestic double.
Domestic double. Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, for me, as I said, like if we win La Liga and do decently well in the Champions League, that's a great season for me. Even if we don't win those other competitions, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like how last season Liverpool had that season where they won like two trophies and they were supposed to like they would you consider that? I'd say it's a good season for them.
Yeah, like they won the Carabao Cup or and the FA Cup, if
Yeah.
I'm not
So
wrong.
and they did really do well in the Premier League and the Champions League,
And the
despite
Champions.
they came runners up on both. So like if we could do something like that, I will also consider that a good season.
Yeah, I consider that as a successful season. Maybe losing the league by 1 or 2 points, or either winning the league. That's a
Yeah.
successful league season for me.
So there's a bit of a more context to it, man. It's like it's not as like straightforward as like it's a bit subjective. Like for me, I think the minimum should be at least a trophy. We should at
Yeah.
least get a trophy this season. If we don't get any trophy, then you
Then
cannot
Sek
have a
Xavi.
successful season.
Sek Xavi.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. That if we don't get any trophy this season, it's definitely not a success. So for me, if we do really well in all competitions, or like let's say we win the Champions League and don't do so well in La Liga, let's put the scenario up there, right? Let's say we win the Champions League, but we finish mid-table in La Liga. Would that be a bad season?
Finish where?
Like mid-table, like sort of like what Frankfurt did. They won the Europa League, but let's just say we won the Champions League, we finished mid-table.
I'd consider it a success.
See, like that's the thing is that if we win a trophy, even if we do poorly in the other competitions, we at least won a trophy. Okay, but it has to be a big trophy because if we win like if we win like let's say the Super Cup and like
Even in the Liga.
get a knocked out in the group stage, or like let's say we finish sixth, then that's a bad season. So it's a bit of a complicated one. Like I don't think there's a straightforward answer. But for me, my minimum expectation is to win at least one trophy, and we do decently well on all the competitions we do.
Every fan has his own opinions, to be honest.
Yeah, this is a bit of a subjective one. I don't think there's a straightforward answer. One of the big three trophies, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Do you think there'll be a pressure put on Xavi Hernandez if he goes trophyless? Ooh. What do you
Yes.
think? Yeah, I think
Yes.
there will be definitely a lot of pressure.
We expected Xavi to play the Pep Guardiola style, get us some trophies, get us the Champions League. But if he goes trophyless, that might be a bit pressure, maybe getting sacked. I don't know.
Yeah. Athletic Bilbao should be overlooked. They got Valverde back. Oh yeah, we agree. We agree. We were just talking about them. Like getting sacked. Yeah, I mean, I don't see Valverde getting. I mean, no, sorry, I said Valverde. I don't see Xavi getting sacked if we go trophyless, unless like the only way I could see him getting sacked is we don't get Champions League football. Now, if we don't get Champions League football, he's getting sacked. Like, there's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree. I agree.
So that's the only way I see it. Otherwise, if we go trophyless, like let's say we finish second in the league, we go to the quarterfinals of Champions League. Let's say we don't win either competitions, then I don't see that happening. You know, um, but I just think there's a lot more context to be put because, like I said, some teams sack their managers after winning the league. Like I forgot to say, I think was it Chelsea? I think they sacked Ancelotti like after winning the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Thomas
some
Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel. He won the League One with PSG, but then got sacked mid-season.
yeah. So yeah, John Gumper, the most important trophy history for Barcelona.
I agree.
Oh man, this is so funny. Absolutely funny. Okay. Pulling 900 before August ends. I would hope so. That would be awesome. If you could get 900, that would be a great target.
Yeah, that'd be great for you.
Yeah. Okay, I think La Liga is down to between Barca and Madrid. I don't see Atletico as a threat next season because they don't really look any different from last season. In that case, I'll vote no. We'll get John Gumper trophy every year, so we aren't trophyless. Probably step in the right direction at least. If you don't win the John Gumper, you get sacked.
That's the mighty one Gumper.
Wow.
I'd say it's a bigger trophy than the Champions League.
Okay, guys, we're just bantering around. We don't actually mean this.
I mean that.
A little high. Oh, okay. A little high mark on Matt. With this new team, Xavi will need to deliver success. Xavi
Yeah.
still hasn't figured out how the team should play, like the style. Ancelotti was sacked after finishing second at Manchester United. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Even even I'd say even Pep Guardiola would get sacked if he came second to Man United.
But remember, this was Manchester United at like this wasn't like this is the Manchester United now. This was like a few seasons ago. Keep in mind. So you know, doesn't have Barca have like 40 of those? That was the second seed after winning the league. So I think we kind of round up about Copa del Rey. I think both of us would like for us to win the Copa del Rey, but we don't really. This is shouldn't be the main priority.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have two more topics to discuss. We're at the 36-minute mark, so I think we're doing good in terms of time. So let's do this topic next.
Oh, you want to reveal the topic?
Champions League is next, guys. Champions
Oh
League.
wow.
So this is the big one, man. This is the huge one. Now, Champions League, man. Some of us Barca fans don't really want to talk about the Champions League because of how poor we've been in the Champions League in recent years. You
What
know,
is the Champions League? I've never heard of it.
you know, and it's interesting because I personally think Barca could do something in Champions League, but I don't want to get too excited because we know Barca have always let us down in the Champions League in at least the recent seasons, right? I'm okay.
We have been very disappointing. Like the last few seasons, I could say like 8 to the Bayern, getting group, but during that time we had very poor managers. Ronald Koeman, Setien. So I think with Xavi, maybe something special could happen.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be interesting. So, let's go ahead and do a case by case kind of thing. So, from pot one, actually, before we get into the pots, I do want to say this right now that Barcelona should be making the round of 16. If I see Barcelona in the Europa League or not in the Champions or not in Europe at all, I might have to give up in terms of Champions League. I'll never have faith in Barca in the
Wow.
Champions League ever again.
Wow.
Let me just say it
That's
right
a
now.
hot take. That's a hot take.
Yeah. I mean, I'm serious, man. Like, if we make these signs and we go to the Europa League or finish fourth, then I shouldn't have any hope with this team anymore.
I agree. I agree.
you know, and and that's the thing that even last season we honestly could have avoided if we just didn't lose to Benfica 3-0 on the road. You know,
Yeah.
that was really the cost. That's what actually costed us. People think that Bayern beating Barca was really the thing. It was actually Benfica. They were the actual ones that actually ruined it for us,
Yeah.
not
And
Bayern.
that's the game. That's the game. Darwin Nunez impressed me.
Yeah. But all jokes aside, like what's your expectation of the Champions League? For me, we should at least make the round of 16, bare minimum.
Andy, can you give
Bare
me 5 minutes?
Wait, what do you say?
5 minutes. Can you give me 5 minutes? I'll be back.
Okay, okay. So while he's doing something, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts and real quick. So we should at least make the round of 16. Now it all depends whether they top the group or not. Personally speaking, I think we can beat most of these teams at pot one. Like, let's actually go through most of these teams at pot one. Obviously, we can't play Real Madrid, so we can't play them. Eintracht Frankfurt, we should be able to beat them. Man City, I would say no. Milan, I think we can beat them. Honestly, I think we could beat Bayern Munich. I feel like Bayern Munich have really weakened. But it'll be close. But I would rather not want to play Bayern just because we played them so often in the recent years. So I'd rather not play them. But I think we could honestly beat them now with all the signs we made. PSG, I think we could. I think we could maybe beat PSG. Although I would rather not face PSG because the whole Messi thing. It's gonna hurt. And then obviously Porto is a team we should be able to beat, and Ajax as well. So honestly, the only teams I'm really scared from pot one is really Man City. Man City is really the team I'm really fearful of the most. With other teams, I think we could definitely beat. I think we're capable of at least being competitive against them. You know, so but we'll see. Because like I said, guys, the Champions League, the group stage, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, for me, as I said, guys, we should be able to beat most of these pot one teams. Like the only teams I would rather, I don't want to play Man City or PSG. And even Man City, as I say, even though I do think Man City is like that, Man City, as we all know, guys, they're not very good in the Champions League. If anything, their record in the Champions League has been really poor. So I'm not too scared about them. And plus it's a group stage, so I don't think Man City will be that It's just the hardest team out there, the pot one in my opinion, for Barca to get. You know, so I want you guys to comment down below. Which teams do you think? Which team do you think Barca is capable of beating most of these pot one teams? I want you guys to say yes or no. I would say most of the teams Barca should be able to beat. Okay, so okay, let me read some more comments. Barca have been horrible in the UEFA Champions League since 2015. Also got worse each year with not qualifying with the group last season. Why do you think that is, and how could that change? That's actually a really good conversation. I think we need to start that. I want to hear Imo give his thoughts because that's actually a really good conversation to be had. And we have been like, I agree with you, Calvin. Like we've been terrible. So once Imo comes back, we'll have a conversation about that because that's actually a good topic. So we'll discuss about that in a few minutes when he's back. Okay. Man City usually win 5 games in group stage. Yeah, Man City is generally pretty good in the group stage. Like generally the group stage, they don't screw things up. It's usually the knockouts where things get a bit tricky with them. But usually in the group stage, like they've been pretty consistent for the most part. So, you know, that's why I still don't want to face them in the group stage. You know. But then again, it's a group stage, so yeah. Okay. So let's see, man. So let's see how many likes we're on right now. So we're at 11 likes, guys. Let's try to get to 15 likes. If we get to 15 likes, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome indeed. Their group is usually easy, though. That is also very true. Man City usually get easy groups in the Champions League. They usually don't get too tested. Although I will say this, though, I think last season they did get tested, if I'm not mistaken. So, but yeah, for the most part, they usually are generally pretty good when it comes to the Champions League group stage, at least. So, okay, let me read some more comments. What are you guys saying? Because they're usually in pod one. Not always in pod one, but for the most of the time, they're usually in pod one. Most of the time, they're usually in. So, but yeah, as I said, man, I still think Barca should be able to beat most of these teams. So for me, a realistic expectation would be round of 16 at the very minimum. Actually, I would say, you know what? I could maybe push the quarters. I think honestly we could get to the quarterfinals of Champions League. But my thing about the Champions League is I just don't want us to get embarrassed. That's really my main thing I want for the Champions League. That I just don't want us to get embarrassed in the Champions League. That's pretty much my main thing.
Yeah. So sorry, I was gone.
Yeah. So are you? You can continue now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were just talking about how like Barca and the Champions League been kind of dreadful. And there's actually one comment I want to get to, but I want to hear your thoughts. What are your expectations for Barca in Champions League?
Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. I think that's a good expectation. Honestly, I have that as same as well. And it all depends because I'm looking at most of these pod one teams. I think we're more than capable of most of the pod one teams. The only teams I don't think we would fare well against would be Man City and maybe PSG. I think the rest of other teams.
You forgot Bayern.
Bayern. See, the thing about Bayern is I feel like they've become really. I feel like they've really weakened. I don't think they're as strong as they used to be, and I feel like with no Lewandowski, it'll be interesting to see how they do against us. So, of course, I'm still scared of Bayern, but I'm not as scared as I was in years past. If that makes any sense. I feel like I think we could get at Bayern.
Fair enough. So, what would be your dream group?
Yeah, I think that I would love to get Ajax. I think that'll be a great draw. I want to just get Frankfurt. That's the team I want us to get.
Oh, you want some revenge, don't you?
Yeah.
I'd say from part one, the best. Why not Milan? I haven't seen Barcelona versus AC Milan in a long time.
Oh, AC Milan. Oh, I don't want to play AC Milan. I'm like, dude, I like Milan, man. That's the thing. Oh man,
I love Milan as well. Milan, I prefer AC Milan over Inter Milan. Sorry if there are any Inter fans watching.
Yeah, actually, I think there's one Inter fan we actually had. He commented very early, so I'm not sure if he's still watching.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, so
I'd
say Barcelona versus AC Milan would be a very interesting matchup.
Okay, let me go ahead and turn the lights on real quick because it's getting a bit dark here. Okay. There you guys go. Okay, so as you were saying, yeah, I mean, like I said, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Barca because, as I said, we should be able to beat most of these Pod 1 teams, as I said. So we should be able to make quarterfinals. So now, let's do Pod 3 real quick. I'm not gonna really do Pod 4 just because we don't have the teams confirmed for Pod 4 yet. So let's just do Pod 3. I would love to play. I actually really want us to play Bayer Leverkusen. I want to see how we can do against that team.
Yeah, good. That's a good choice, to be honest. Barcelona versus Bayer Leverkusen or Bayer Leverkusen versus AC Milan would be a good game.
Yeah.
I'd say give us Marseille.
Marseille. Okay. Oh, Marseille, that'd be an interesting one. Connor Lafuente gets his former team.
Oh yeah, of course. That'd be an interesting matchup. Doesn't Cengiz Ünder also play for them?
I believe you're right. I think. Actually, does he?
Yeah.
I actually gotta check. I think. Actually, I don't know. Cengiz Ünder. He's playing at Marseille now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's move on to this comment that we have here, and then I'll ask whether we can.
Sorry for interrupting. Borussia Dortmund would also be a great team to draw.
Oh yeah, Dortmund as well. I just want to play Leverkusen just because we haven't played them in a while. We played Dortmund in recently, so I think that was 2 seasons ago. I think so. Yeah. So, anyways, this is the comment that I wanted to address upon. Barca have been horrible in the UEFA Champions League since 2015, and it also gets worse each year with not qualifying for the group last season. Why do you think that is, and how could that change?
That's a good question. I'd like Adi, you go first.
Yeah. I think, for me personally, I think it's come down to mismanagement. I think that's been one of the huge points. Bartomeu, he's really ruined the squad, been making over-the-top signings, and we're solely relying on Messi for the Champions League when we've seen that when Messi doesn't really perform, we don't really perform, and that's really been the big criticism. And you look at the games that we've been knocked out in. Messi, you could argue, has had a bad game in that game. Look at the game that we played against Bayern Munich in the Champions League game. Now, technically, to be fair, Messi did get an assist in that game, so technically it wasn't as bad, but obviously Messi didn't really do that much in the game besides that assist, And then obviously you look at the game in Liverpool where Messi didn't. He missed a lot of chances second leg.
No, you can't say that. 80. I'm sorry for interrupting, but Messi was good in that game. He set up Ousmane Dembele like multiple times, and if Ousmane Dembele would have scored one of those goals, I think we might have had a chance to go to the final. So you can't.
I mean the second leg. I'm talking about the second leg, not the first leg.
Yeah, I'm also talking about the second leg. The second leg.
Wait, Dembele played the second leg? I don't think he played the second leg.
Dembele played the second leg. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. If somebody in the comment chat can tell if Dembele played in the second leg, please.
But you're right in the sense I did remember Messi did tee up chances, but I mean like in terms of goal scoring, Messi like when it seems like when his goal scoring's been kind of like he just didn't look as like his normal self when it comes to scoring goals, maybe you expect of him.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
but yes, I do agree he wasn't bad. Like I'm not saying like he goes to the game. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying it just feels like we're too reliant on him, and that if he doesn't really like 100% perform, like what I mean by 100%, I mean his max. Like the best version of Messi, we just go out of the Champions League. That's what I mean. That it always seems like if we don't have the best version of Messi, we just go out of the Champions League.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And that's the thing I've been noticing is that we Bartomeu and that kind of thing, we've always been kind of dreadful in the sense, the mismanagement as well. And that's been one of the huge reasons why we've been terrible in the Champions League. And, we talk about Valverde in particular. I criticize Valverde a lot in the Champions League. I think the Champions League actually kind of is the reason why many of us Barca fans don't like him to this day because of what he did in the Champions League by setting up that 4-4-2 formation, which I hated so much. Like, we played so defensive. And 4-4-2 just isn't Barca's style. It's 4-2-3, man.
I agree, but the thing is, it isn't up to Valverde how the players perform. You can see there were many mistakes by Jordi Alba, Jared Piqué, and Valverde can't be faulted for that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was a mixture. I'm not saying it's all Valverde's fault, but I'm just saying is that I think Valverde has some blame. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I do agree. Players in particular have really buckled down. Like Jordi Alba has been terrible in the Champions League and big games especially. And then obviously you have like Gerard Piqué. He's been kind of, and then Busquets. We got to have a conversation with Busquets, man. Like every single big team when we play against them in the Champions League, they always seem to target Busquets. He's not really been great for us in big games,
That's because of his pace.
Yeah.
Like, man's 33. What can you expect from him?
Yeah, and that's why we have to move on from Busquets, man. We have to try to um we have to get a new player, in that kind of position. And that's the problem is that he's just so like one of Barca legends that we don't want to replace him, but we have to do it at some point.
I think either Frankie De Jong, Nico Gonzalez, or Cassier are perfect for that, replacing Busquets.
Yeah. So, as I said, man, I just think that for me, um, um, yeah. Now, this is actually a really good follow up question. So, but even with the awful mismanagement, but Barca managed to win many league titles during that time. The failures seem to appear in Europe. Is there any reason? Maybe the competition is higher. See, the difference between La Liga and the Champions League is this. Let's be really fully frank here, guys. Those league titles that we won, I don't really think we were that much challenged. Because Real Madrid, they were more focused on the Champions League. Atletico Madrid, we know they're always going to give it a challenge, but let's be real. Man-to-man squad, Atletico Madrid just isn't better than Barca. So it makes sense that we were able to win those league titles. And, like I said, Barca's always, at least what I've noticed is that Barca's always been more of a league kind of team than a Champions League team. So I think that's the reason why. I think if Real Madrid were really focused on the league titles, we wouldn't have won that many league titles, in my opinion.
That's an interesting take, to be honest.
You know?
But in my opinion, I'd say that mentality, that's a pretty big factor, because you can see Jordi Alba, he didn't have a mentality to face Liverpool at Anfield because of the fans. So that's not something you'd see in La Liga. So I'd say that that's a big factor as well.
Mentality, the pressure. That's also another thing that you got to talk about is that in the Champions League, those away games we've been to is very hostile. Like look at Anfield, man. That is a crazy atmosphere. The atmosphere is insane. Then you look at another atmosphere like Turin. I look at another atmosphere like PSG. Parc des Princes. Look at another atmosphere. There's like so many like high teams with those high atmospheres. So it's actually interesting. I just feel like for me the challenge like Champions League is a much higher like difficulty level than the La Liga. La Liga is not as difficult, like guys, and we have to admit this right here. And that, La Liga, all the teams like play in a certain type of way, whereas the English teams have seemed to have been kind of a kryptonite, to be honest with you, and that their pressing has been really good and their physicality, that by German teams in particular. So, I mean, it's interesting. So, like, I do agree in the sense that that we weren't really challenged at La Liga, but we were more so challenged in Champions League, which is the reason why we don't do as well in the Champions League.
Yeah, definitely. You see, Champions League has the best teams across of Europe, whereas La Liga, they're like, who only Real Madrid can give us competition in La Liga. On their day, maybe Atletico Madrid, but in the Champions League, you have teams like Real Madrid, Manchester City, the best team from all over Europe. So
Yeah,
that's a big factor.
and even with Zidane, we all know that Real Madrid they care about the Champions League more. I've asked some Madrid fans; they don't care about the league at all. They just care about the Champions League. They're not even happy they won the La Liga. And to them that if they don't win the Champions League, that's not a bad season for them. That's how crazy their expectations are.
To be fair, Real Madrid are the like big daddy of Champions League with 14 Champions League. So
Yeah,
I can see where they're coming from.
yeah. I mean, it's understandable. Like, I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm just saying is that they crave the Champions League more than La Liga, which is the reason why we were able to win more of those La Liga titles because Real Madrid weren't as fully focused. In my opinion. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fair
So,
enough.
Yeah, I think what hurt Barcelona is the over reliance on Lionel Messi, coupled with declining players and not recruiting well. A bit of everything, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. Like that's what we've been saying. Like the players, we've been relying on too many old players, and that's been one that I think has been another problem in the Champions League. We keep relying on the veterans, like like PK, Ter Stegen, Busquets, Luis Suarez.
Would you count Ter Stegen as a veteran?
I think he's been at the club for several years, man. I mean, like 2015, like it's been 7 years, so I think we could call him a veteran.
Fair enough.
you know. But like many of the play, Rakitic, like etc. Like I could give so many examples, but you guys get the general point. We haven't been recruiting enough young players. We keep using the old guys and just keep thinking they're going to ball for us. When in reality, we need to use La Masia. That's what actually made Barcelona successful at the beginning. Is La Masia,
Yeah, I agree with you. Xavi, you have Leo Messi. You can say he came from La Masia. La
Busquets,
Masia was a big part. Yeah, Busquets as well.
yeah,
But
PK.
now I think we can. I think we are building that. We have Gavi, Pedri, Alejandro Balde. We have, you can say, Ronald Araujo. He's not basically made in La Masia, but he played for the Barca B team. So we are building that base. That's a pretty good base, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. I feel like we've finally done this, like after like so many years. Like this should have happened a lot earlier. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
and I feel like it's been one of the reasons why I've been kind of poor in the Champions League because of that. So Yeah, and thank you, Calva, for bringing up those thoughts because that's actually a really good conversation we had there, and I definitely needed to discuss about that for the Champions League. So, before we round up for the Champions League, do you think we can win the Champions League? In your personal opinion?
There's always an outside chance. We have a very well balanced squad. You have Dembele, Rafinha, Lewandowski. That's a pretty good attack, to be honest. You have Ansu Fati on the bench. You have Memphis Depay. Would you imagine Memphis Depay on the bench for any team? That's how good Barcelona's attack is right now. In the midfield, we have quality all around with Pedri, Frankie De Jong, and Kessié. In the defense, fullbacks are very shaky, like we spoke earlier. But the defense with Ronald Araujo and Kunde, I think it's in safe hands. So I think there's an outside chance. Maybe we can do something like Villarreal, but even better.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there, everything like that. So I guess we should move on to the next conversation, next topic for this will be the final topic for today, by the way, guys. And yeah, let me look at some comments and we'll move on to the next topic. I
Is
mean,
it
well,
the is it the Almighty Juan Camper Trophy?
you'll see, you'll see. Okay, so let me read some comments here. Okay, that was the second season after winning. Okay, big up AD and big up the chat. If you talk about UCL, Barca are still behind Liverpool, City, Bayern, PSG. I know PSG, Barca, Dortmund, Celtic go for this group of death. Oh man, that'd be a crazy group.
I don't want to face PSG. Lionel Messi playing against his former club. I don't want that.
Oh yeah, me too, man. Like, see, honestly, if they didn't have Messi, I would gladly take PSG. To be honest with you,
Yeah, if they didn't have Messi, I'd take the PSG.
yeah.
But
Barca needed inshallah draws.
to be honest, most of the good teams are in pot two. You have Liverpool, Chelsea, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Leipzig, and Tottenham Hotspur. They're all in pot two.
Yeah, honestly, this might seem crazy, guys, but I think part two is actually more scary than part one.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's the funny part. Okay. Yes, we can. Yes, with these players we have signed, we can beat any team if we can figure out our team style and the chemistry. Not being biased, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo, Eldon, long time no see. Yo, got to stop hyping Man City every year. Same thing. They aren't. They aren't scary. They ain't that scary.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh. That's true, man. I mean, we saw how Real Madrid they're able to dispatch of Man City, and you could argue that we're kind of on Real Madrid's level, or even not even better than Real Madrid. So, you know,
We
but I
can see. I
I
think.
still I
Yeah,
still think though it's not going to be easy. Like it's still going to be hard for us to beat Man City. It won't be easy. That's like we have to agree with that.
I guess we could say that Barcelona are facing Man City for friendly. It's a friendly, but I
Yeah,
think we can see if they are good enough to beat them.
let's see how we do in that friendly. Let's see how we do in that friendly. Okay. Man City usually win 5 games group stage. The group is usually easy though, because they're usually in part one. Why is Juve in part two when they finish below Inter? Okay, so let me explain, Mark. It has nothing to do with your league performances. It's all about how they do in Europe. Juventus have been better in Europe in the last couple of seasons than Inter Milan. That's the reason why Juventus are in part two. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the league. Okay, I mean obviously you have to get top four, but I'm saying that it doesn't matter what you do in the league. Like if you come fourth, it doesn't matter because
Yeah, it
Juventus
makes sense
have
because
been better.
Tottenham Hotspur are also in pot two.
Yeah,
Like
see,
how did Hotspur get to pot two?
like Inter Milan haven't really been that relevant in the Champions League in the last couple of seasons. Like, let's be real, right? So, that's the reason why Juventus at Tottenham is higher than them. Even Leipzig as well. Some people might be surprised there.
I
So
mean, I guess you could also say Juventus haven't been that great in Champions League for the past few years as well.
yeah, but the thing is, Juventus at least make the knockout stage. Inter they just made the knockout stage like last season. Like when was the last time they did before last season?
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
I hope we get Barca around of 16.
Oh,
Oh
I hope we get Chelsea. I'm ready to destroy y'all.
Oh man, Chelsea, Barca. Oh man, that's gonna. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy, man. If we get Chelsea, man, we're gonna have a huge conflict. There's gonna be
No,
war at some point.
imagine we get Chelsea, Lewandowski, Dembele, Rafinha, and Kunde score.
Oh my goodness, dude, I want to. In the perfect time to play Chelsea in the Champions League final.
Ooh,
Oh,
and
that would be good.
imagine Christensen scores the goal, the winner.
Dude, if Cucurella, let's say he joins Chelsea, right? Dude, imagine Cucurella scores. Oh man. Yeah, we're on 17
Imagine,
likes, guys. Let's try to get it 20 likes.
imagine Christensen scores against Chelsea.
Yeah. MV7 games who you support? Chelsea. I'm still not confident against Bayern, even if they lost Lewandowski. Right now, they're still stronger than us.
I agree with Mark.
I don't know. I think it's 50-50. I don't think any team is quite better than the other. I think it's close.
I mean, they have gotten Sadio Mane as well. You can't forget about that.
Sadio Mane, and yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know, man. I just don't trust Nagelsmann, to be honest with you. If I'm being completely honest with you.
I always regretted Julian Nagelsmann.
Yeah. If Chelsea gets the round of 16.
That's true.
Yeah. Bayern, PSG, AC Milan are the next hardest.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess I would agree. I suppose I would agree with that.
Imagine we get Porto and we get Salzburg. That'd be fun.
Yeah, but at least we have Kunde now.
Oh,
Hardest
yeah.
Milan didn't get past the group stage last season. But come on, guys. Milan were in a very tough group, guys. Let's give them
No,
some slack here.
no. To be honest, Milan didn't focus on the Champions League. They focused on the Serie A and won the Serie A. To be honest,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're which would be better for you? Finish bottom of the champion, get to the Champions League round of 16 quarterfinals, get third in the league, or would you finish bottom of the Champions League group and win the Serie A? I'd take the winning the Serie A any day, man.
I think winning Serie A, at least you win a trophy. If you come like round of 16 quarterfinals, but come third, you won't get any trophy. At least you would get a trophy in winning Serie A.
Yeah, I want this group: Ajax, Barca, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I think that'd be pretty easy for us. Give us
I
something
think
to that.
I think that would be a great. I think that'd be a great. I think that could be a group of death for the second place team. Ajax, Donetsk, and Celtic. That could be a really interesting battle. The second place spot.
It might not be a bit realistic, but I compare this group to the Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Poland, Mexico group. To be honest, like it's going to be a fight for the second position because first, hopefully, it is locked with Barcelona if this group happens.
Yeah. Are Shakhtar playing at home in the UCL this season? Oh yeah. I'm not sure, man. I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
Imagine they do.
They'll probably play in neutral venues. I don't know, man. I don't want to get into the political stuff here, so
Go on this year.
Yeah. When is Champions League group stage going to start? So the draw is going to take place August 25th, and the group stage games. When is the group games? You should see here in the Wikipedia. September 6th. That's going to be the first match day.
So almost a month left.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll find out the round of 16 before the World Cup begins. Interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
All their home games gonna have been played at a neutral venue. Okay, I mean draw. You can see Syria on the map. Yeah, we know you. We know you like Syria, so that's good to hear. Okay, thoughts on Puig? Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick video about that probably tomorrow, maybe later today. I don't know, but I'm gonna do.
Xavi.
Yeah, I mean this is surprising, man. Puig to LA Galaxy. Wow.
Well,
I
at
kind of feel
least
sad, man. I actually do feel sad. I actually rate it. I actually think Puig is still a good player. Honestly, I don't think we should have sold him. I think we should have kept him.
hopefully he can do as Zlatan. He can prove himself in MLS and then join Europe.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's very sad. I would like for him to stay because, to be honest with you, he was really good off the bench. Like off the bench, he really actually did pretty good for us.
By the way, I don't know if you know this, but Puig will be the highest paid player in the whole MLS.
Wow.
In a league which has Gareth Bale, Lorenzo Insigne, a league which has Giorgio Chiellini, Ricky Puig will earn the most money.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, man, Ricky Puig, man, that's sad to see what happened. I'll definitely do a video about this to expand more of my thoughts. But just give me quick thoughts that is definitely very sad. I agree. I don't think we should get Messi back as player. I agree, man. We got to move on, man. Like some Barca fans are still hoping that Messi could come back and like.
I'm one of those Barca fans. I want Messi. Like that ending, to be honest, wasn't. It shouldn't be the end of the story with Barcelona. I guess maybe Messi could retire after Barcelona win a Champions League with him. I think that would be the perfect ending.
Okay, fair enough. But like I said, not every player can have a good ending, man. Like, look what we did with Suarez, man.
Fair enough. I hope Suarez returns as well, but I don't think that will happen.
Yeah, I do agree. Like Messi, the way he left was sad, but I think it would be a better move, sporting wise, to have him come back as a sporting director. I think that'd be a better idea.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. Like Messi in the Alemany role.
Yeah. It's strange that Barca feels so old, he's so young at the same time. At first I was kind of like, what? But actually, you're kind of right because as much as they have the young players, we still have a lot of old players on the team, like PK, Busquets, Alba. Like these players are still pretty old. Lewandowski as well.
Lewandowski.
Yeah. Suarez moving to South American team. We're all scared. This is really end of an era.
Didn't Suarez make his debut today?
Yeah, I think he played yesterday in the South America, which is for those that don't know, South America is basically the Europa League in South American football.
Oh, really? So did he score?
I don't know actually. I didn't check.
Yeah, I saw that Aguero was in. Well, Aguero was there.
Okay. Austin Biel and Nicola quarterfinals max for Barca, maybe with a slight chance of the semifinals. Yeah, I agree. I think quarters probably the most realistic. Rafinha is so good. HR St. Jose says Inter aren't good in Europe, really. Dream draw Porto, Barca, RB Salzburg, Club Brugge. Oh, that could be a good group. I actually would like that group. I actually would love that group.
Honestly. I wouldn't like that. I would hate that group. I think it's too easy. Give us a challenge.
I don't know. I think Porto could challenge us, man.
I think they lost their main playmaker, Luis Diaz.
Yeah, but they still had Taremi, man.
Yeah, it's in the air.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I would love to face Chelsea. Would like to beat them. Oh yeah, we're still.
I agree with St. Jose.
Yeah, I'm still not over 2012, man. 2012 still hurts me.
My favorite Chelsea Barca match.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. 2009.
Yeah, of course, man. I wish the whole match can happen again, but this time like somebody like Conde scores the winner.
Chelsea versus Barca, Chelsea versus Inter, Bayern versus Barca are the matches we need to see in the Champions League. Chelsea Inter, that'd be a great one. I would love to see Chelsea Inter.
Liverpool Barca.
Yeah, Chelsea are so bad right now. I think we'd beat Bayern right now.
Ooh.
I don't know. I mean, I also think so, but it's not gonna be easy. It'll be close. Yeah. Would love Porto from Pod One with Taremi as well. Yeah, Taremi. Yeah, we know you support Iran, so that'll be interesting to see what happens there. Ajax squad is ripped apart, and Ten Hag isn't coach. I think Shakhtar will play in Poland as a neutral field country. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I actually did not know that. Quarterfinals for Barca, so I think we went through a lot of comments. I think we should definitely move on to La Liga now.
To be honest, why don't Shakhtar play in Russia?
Anyways, let's move on. Let's not get into that topic, guy. Yeah, let's pretend you never said that. La Liga, guys. La Liga.
What about the Juan Gamper? You should respect the Juan Gamper trophy.
Okay. I respect it, man. Respect it. All right, La Liga, guys. So this will be our final topic for today. So we'll be around here for around 10 to 15 more minutes, and then we'll head out of here, guys. So it's been a good stream. So let's look at La Liga, guys. In La Liga. So I'm going to let you go first because I already kind of gave my thoughts in that prediction video yesterday. So I'll let you go first for this one.
La Liga. I don't know what to say, to be honest. It's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
And, to be honest, if I'd say who would win the league, I'd say Real Madrid.
Wow. You actually got Real Madrid to win the league.
I don't know. It's going to be pretty tough. It's going to be pretty tough. But I don't know. I think we can win the league. But if we win the league, it's going to be like the AC Milan thing. If we win the league, I think we will not do that good in the Champions League. But if we focus on the Champions League, we won't do good in the league.
So you're saying that we're gonna have to make some sacrifices, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's not a bad point, to be fair. See, my thing about La Liga is down to this. It's really hard to say because I think Barca's getting either first or second. I don't see any chance Barca to get third or fourth. I think it's either.
Imagine they do. You never know with Barcelona.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the other teams and Atletico. Actually, before we get into this, let's have a conversation. How many teams are we contesting with La Liga title? We know Barca, Real Madrid are. Will Atletico compete as well? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. They will.
Okay, Atletico. Personally, for me, I'm not sure about them.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, even I'm not sure. I don't know if you remember when I said my predictions. I said Atletico to be fifth. Yeah,
I remember we discussed off camera.
Yeah.
But the thing about Atletico is this. I think they have the squad. They have the personnel. But my issue with Atletico is really Simeone. I just don't trust him, man. I just don't trust Simeone in this La Liga thing. And I feel like for me, I just don't really see Atletico just doing it. I just don't see them being consistent, man. That's the problem. And I feel like Atletico They'll lose some of their away games. They'll probably get some draws on the road. Their home form is really good. Like we got to be honest with you, Atletico is hard to beat at home. Like I think they only lost one home game last season, La Liga, which was to Levante, I think. You know,
Yeah, yeah. But I
so
think
and what's actually interesting? They might actually have the best home form of all three: Barca, Real Madrid. To be honest, which is kind of interesting to say. You know,
it is pretty interesting. But in my opinion, Real Betis will give more of a competition to Barca and Madrid than Atletico Madrid themselves.
Real Betis, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised, but let's be real. Atletico's a bit of they're a bit of a wild card. Like you just don't know what you're gonna get from them. Like sometimes they can play really well, but my issue with Atletico is I just don't see it being consistent. That's really the problem I have with
Here I
Atletico.
have a question for you.
All right, what's your question?
Miralem Pjanic, your thoughts?
Okay. Let's discuss La Liga thing first. Now we'll discuss about like final questions that we'll have, and then we'll get out of here. But anyways, back to La Liga. As I said, I mean, it's going to be difficult to say. Like I personally, for me, we're going to get either second or first. I think we might just win La Liga, but it depends what Real Madrid is more interested. Because I feel like for me, something tells me Real Madrid might focus more on the Champions League because they want to defend their title. We know Real Madrid loves to defend their titles.
Yeah,
They're the last team to defend their title in recent years. And so I could see them maybe going more for the Champions League. And I just don't see them defending both. Like I don't think both's going to happen. Like they're going to have to give up one or the other. Do you agree?
yeah, I agree. But
So
yeah, go on.
yeah, I'll let you go first.
I was saying we never know with Madrid. They have the quality to give competition to us in both the Champions League and the La Liga. That being said, I think that they might focus more on the Champions League than La Liga.
Yeah, that's the issue I have with Real Madrid is that I feel as though they're more of a Champions League team than a league kind of team. And that's my thing is that Real Madrid, the last time they defended their title, people don't remember, is like 2018. That's been the last time they defended their title, man. It's been a long time, man, since they defended it. And that's my thing with Real Madrid is just that there's a bit of uncertainty there. And, they have Carlo Ancelotti in there, and that, let's be real, his league record isn't that great.
I
It's
think
good,
the
but it's not
yeah,
that good.
I'd say the only reason Carlo Ancelotti won the league is because Ronald Koeman was our manager at that time. I think that's the only reason. If Xavi would have been there, we would have won the league, fair and
Oh, yeah.
square.
Yeah, we saw like how like Xavi was able to turn around this like weak Barca squad into like second place from ninth place. That's a huge credit. Although I will say though, some teams really disappointed second half, like Atletico really did, Sevilla really did. So context has to be put there, but still, I mean that's a remarkable turnaround. We were we beat a lot. We beat all the big teams this season. We beat Sevilla, we beat Real Madrid, we beat Atletico Madrid. Real Sociedad as well. Like we were able to beat all four of those teams. So. For me, I think we could win La Liga. In fact, I actually have us winning La Liga, but I will say this: it's going to be very close. It's going to be very close. And what's going to determine whether we win La Liga is those kind of games. It's those kind of games. You know what games are.
Oh.
I'm talking about like mid-table teams, like relegation kind of teams, like games against Athletic Club, Cadiz, Real Sociedad, Girona, Rayo Vallecano. These kind of games. These are the games that are going to determine whether who wins this league or not.
Okay.
It's not. I wouldn't really say the big games. I don't think that big games will have that kind of determinants, but it could be depending on how Real Madrid and Barca do. Because if they're really consistent, then big games will have to be the decider. So yeah, man. As I said, I think that's it for that. So we were around here an hour and 14 minutes. We definitely spent a lot of time in the Champions League, a lot more time than I probably would like, but it's okay. So what's your overall thoughts, man? How many points do you think Barca will get at the end of the season in La Liga?
To be honest, I'd say 70-ish points, like 73, 74.
I'm gonna be optimistically say 80. I think we'll reach 80 points.
Oh, wow. I think 70 is a good way. I think 70 is decent enough points to win the league.
Yeah, I mean, like I think 80 is usually enough. Like 80 to 85 is usually enough to win. Maybe like high 70s. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Because like I said, man, La Liga is a very competitive league. Like it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens there. So
the thing with La Liga is what makes it interesting is that the mid-table or the lower table teams usually give a tough challenge to the upper table teams. So I
yeah,
think that's the interesting thing about La Liga. What makes it interesting is that there's always this like you could say there's this twist factor there that any lower table team can defeat an upper table team.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I think I agree with you because like yeah, it's a kind of weird to think about this, but the thing is because La Liga lower level teams they play so much more compact, they play so much more defensive. That whereas the other like higher table teams they play a lot more open, and that's the reason why it's difficult for Barca because we're such a possession based team and we need our possession, and those kind of teams are so like defensive narrow that it's very hard for us to break them down.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I mean, I agree with you in a sense. So yeah, as I said, man, I think Barca can win La Liga. I believe they'll win it. Maybe I'm being biased. Maybe you guys can say I'm being biased if you want, But I really do believe that this is a time that Barca can deliver. We've seen how Xavi was able to do last season with the players and with the more signings we made. But like I said, guys, let's not get too ahead of ourselves because we still have a lot of things to improve. We still have our fullbacks to improve. We still need to get some replacement for PK and Busquets, and we gotta address those kind
Do you
of
think
things.
we can get like backup for Serginho Dest and backup for Serginho Dest actually only a backup for Serginho Dest?
Yeah.
Do you think we can get somebody?
Mm, Personally, I don't know if we're gonna get any right backs. I think because I don't really know. Because Aspilicueta is the only one I see us going for, and if we don't get him, you know, so
Is
I don't know,
there
man.
is there any other right backs in the Barca Athletic?
Mm, we should have gone for Mazraoui, man. That was a huge loss. I wish we had gone for him. You know, I don't think there's any right backs we're going for this summer.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I believe Kunde can play as a right back, so I suppose you could use him there. And Araujo we know can play right back, so
To be honest, we should focus more on our fullbacks rather than Bernardo Silva.
oh, yeah, I agree. I agree. Like I don't. I'd rather go for the fullbacks over Bernardo Silva. Like if we can sell De Jong, we'll use that money to get better fullbacks, especially right back.
Please don't sell De Jong. That's my only request from Juan Laporta. Please don't sell De Jong. De Jong
Yeah,
is
that's yeah. Dude, I don't know what's gonna happen to De Jong. Like it's gonna. It's gonna. I don't even know. Like who knows at this rate?
okay.
Like if something tells me that if he's gonna leave, it's gonna be all like on deadline day. Something just tells me that honestly.
Do you think De Jong will leave?
As of this moment, I'm gonna say no. But I wouldn't be surprised.
Fair enough.
It's gonna be difficult. So, yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on La Liga?
I'd say that watch out for some surprises, especially with a team like Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid. Like as much as I'm kind of been harsh to them. I still think they'll be good. Like I still think they'll compete. They'll still be able to make top four. But whether they compete for La Liga or not remains to be seen. Because I'm still not really convinced of them. I still have a lot of question marks over that because they're a bit of a funky team to analyze. You
Yeah,
know.
AD. I have another question. Do you think Ernesto Valverde and his team at Athletic Bilbao can perform against us?
Oh yeah, definitely. Look out for those games, guys, because Athletic Bilbao Barca, those games are gonna be really interesting. Let me say that right now. And Athletic Bilbao could be that slipped up team, that team that could cause problems because they always give a tough fight against Real Madrid, Atletico, and Barca respectively, even Sevilla as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
fair. Yeah, that's a fair. Like I could say that's a fair take.
yeah. But anyways, let's go look at some final comments and we'll be heading out here, guys. Heading out of here. So I think that's a good preview for the season. We had some good fun here. We had a lot of comments here, so let's go
Wait,
read.
wait, AD. Before we go, what's your ideal lineup for Barcelona?
Oh yeah, that's actually we should actually do that real quick. Let me look at the comments and we'll do our ideal lineup, then we'll leave. Okay, that's actually a good thing. I've completely forgot about that. Thank you for letting me know. But it's actually a good topic. We need to have a conversation about that. Okay. So let me do that. What was the last comment? So sneaky underdog.
Uh, you never know with Spurs.
I don't think so. Unfortunately,
AD, to be honest, behind the cameras, when we discussed about the Premier League, you said Tottenham's Hotspur to finish second.
yeah, no, I mean like I'm in the league, but we're talking about in the Champions League though. You know, I don't think Spurs will do well in the Champions League, guys. I just don't trust Conte in Europe, and knowing how Spurs are like, I feel like they'll be given a tough group. And honestly, I could see them going to the Europa League. Crazy enough, so yeah, I know it
Yeah,
might seem crazy to say, but I don't know, man. I'm not really sure what Spurs. Spurs is such a wild card team, but I'll lean towards no for now. What would you? Do you think they could be underdog in the Champions League?
Underdog, underdog with Spurs, I'd say quarterfinals.
Okay. Yeah, Spurs knock City out of the UCL but get smashed the next. That'd be such a Spursy thing to do. Honestly, that would be such a Spursy thing to do. Like beat Manchester City but get lose to like I don't know, let's say like Dortmund. Like that would be such a Spurs thing to do. Honestly.
Wait, AD, aren't Arsenal in the UEL?
Yeah, Arsenal's the
Yeah,
Europa League.
yeah. I just wanted to
Oh man, imagine we get Tottenham and Arsenal in the Europa League. That'd be crazy.
know. Oh, yeah. Imagine Tottenham Arsenal final.
Oh man, we almost could have had that. A few seasons, we almost could have had that. Crazy enough, but of course, Amasaga ruined it. Okay. Barca win La Liga, Real Madrid runner-up, Atletico disappoint a lot. That's
Yeah,
kind of how I feel for the most part. Although I don't know about Atletico.
I agree with HKR.
Okay. Real Madrid back-to-back, Barcelona second. Oh, that would really suck, man. That would really suck.
That'd be great unless we don't win the Copa de España or the Supercup.
Yeah. Athletic beats a win.
Oh,
Oh man. 82 max for Barca. 80 points for Barca, 84 for Real. Okay, so you think Real Madrid was slightly edge this. Okay, fair enough.
looks
That's
like
a
a,
close game, La Liga title race. Like, this
looks
might
like
be
a,
the best title race we've had in a few years.
yeah.
Few seasons, sorry. Yeah, sorry, for Kenya. What were we saying?
I'm saying that the guy who commented this, he looks like a Madrid fan. He has a
Yeah,
Alaba.
he's a Madrid fan.
Yeah, so fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, this will be a close title race. Like, I feel like the winner is going to be edged, like, by 4 or 5 points. It's not going to be like a 10-point gap. It's going to be, like,
80,
a one digit.
80, would you be happy if Barcelona narrowly lost the league to Madrid?
Mm, it's weird. I would be happy and sad. I would be happy that we gave them took them all the way, but I would be sad because we didn't win it. So it'd be kind of like what Liverpool did last season with Man City.
Yeah, fair enough.
We all say this might be the closest title race in every season. I mean, last season I never said it was gonna be close. I knew last season was gonna be close. Well, although I did have Atleti winning last season, but yeah, I really do believe this season will be close between Barca and Real Madrid. Whenever it happens, I guess you can say, we haven't had a really good La Liga title race in a while. Like last time we had it was like 2020, 2021. Remember the second half of the season where Atletico was
Barca bottled it.
yeah, and that was a really close. But yeah, we haven't had a really good one from like the entire season. So yeah, anyways, let's talk about starting 11 real quick. Thank you for giving me that additional topic. That's actually a good topic to have. And so this is our final thing for today, and they'll be heading out here, guys. Final topic, I promise with you guys. Final. So, all right, let's go ahead and do our final topic. So this could be our best 11. So this is going to be the best Barca 11 that we have here. So goalkeeper, we're going to go with the 4-3. Obviously, goalkeeper is going to be Ter Stegen. He's definitely going to start. Obviously, I'll be honest with you guys, I still don't really think Marc-Andre Ter Stegen is that good anymore. But he's still the best keeper Barca have. So there's really no other keeper. Do you agree, Imok?
Yeah, I agree. Maybe Iñaki Peña. Iñaki Peña was pretty good with Galatasaray.
Yeah, but let's be real. Ter Stegen's going to start.
Yeah. Maybe like play Iñaki Peña in the cup games.
Yeah, and the right back. Who's going to be the right back? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Serginho Dest.
Yeah, this is a big season for Dest, man. He has to prove himself this season, not only for his Barca's sake, but also for the USA squad because he's gonna be in the World Cup.
You're a USA supporter, aren't you?
Yeah, he needs to prove himself, man. And him becoming the starter, this is really good for him because last season he didn't really play a lot of games.
But he was pretty good in the second later half of the season.
Oh yeah. I remember against Valencia was really good in that game.
In the Europa League as well.
Yeah.
And then he got injured.
Yeah, unfortunately. So center backs, obviously Rahul is going to start. There's no doubt about that.
80. I have a question.
Hey, what's your question?
There are a lot of rumors that Xavi might play with the 3-back. So what would the team look like in the 3-back?
Okay, let's do 4-3-3 first, and then we'll discuss 3 in the back later. The center back, and then Koundé. Do you think Koundé will be a starter?
Yeah, Koundé will definitely be a striker. Now the big question is, do you play Koundé as the left center back or Araujo as the left center back? Because they're both right-footed.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll say I feel like Aral will probably start as a right center back just because he's been more naturally been playing that position. I think.
Yeah. I'd say Araujo right center back as well because Kunde Araujo can't pass the ball. He can, but he needs to improve. But Kunde is already such a great passer of the ball, so maybe him
Yeah.
as well.
So Busquets as well, and
No,
then
I disagree. I disagree. No Busquets.
wow,
Add Nico Gonzalez.
wow, you actually want to put him here?
I do.
Interesting. Actually, let's do the most realistic 11.
Okay, let's do more years.
Yeah,
Then,
let's be real. Busquets will start.
yeah.
Then obviously Gavi.
And do you see Gavi starting? I'd say Frankie De Jong and Pedri.
I don't know about De Jong's situation is kind of unclear. We don't know what's going to happen with him, so I don't think De Jong's going to start.
Kessie, I think Kessie will play.
Oh yeah, Kessie might start actually. The striker obviously Lewandowski.
Robert.
The right wing, okay, right wing is actually interesting. Dembele, Rafinha.
Rafinha.
Rafinha. Oh,
Actually, to be honest, Ferran Torres.
At the right wing?
You never know. Barcelona really like Spanish players.
Left wing, who's going to be?
Ousmane Dembele.
Dembele. This is actually a really good 11 we have here. Really good 11. So this is the 11 that we expect to see in the season. We could maybe see Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres being the left wing. I wouldn't be surprised, but this seems like a pretty realistic 11 that we have here.
Hey,
and actually,
Memphis Depay? Do you think he'll stay or will he leave?
Wait, who?
Memphis Depay.
Memphis Depay. I think he's going to leave. I think, or what happened is this: he could stay for one more season and then leave the next summer. But I think he's going to leave. I think he's going to eventually leave. I don't think he's going to stay.
If you want him to leave next season, then be on a free, because he only has a 2-year contract. So would you rather cash in on him right now or let him stay and leave on a free?
Yeah, I would cash him in right now.
Yeah, I do the same. Like we can get 20 million for Depay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I think it's a pretty good starting 11. And yeah, I'm just looking at this team. Like we have so much depth. Like the only position that we don't have good depth is the right back position. But every other position, we have depth for every player. So that's really good to see.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, man. I think that's about it, man.
What about 3 at the back?
3 at the back. So if we do play in 3 at the back, I guess Christensen will probably be a starter in that case. And then I suppose. So what the formation would be 3-4-3 or like 3? Yeah, would it be 3-4-3 then?
3-4-3.
3-4-3. Okay. So then we have to have we might have to take one player, or we have to take a midfielder off.
Who would that midfielder be for you?
Honestly, this might seem crazy, but I would take Busquets off.
It's not crazy. It's the facts. You take Busquets off.
Yeah. So we did like a 3-4-3, which I won't like change the players, but we'd probably have Christensen there, and then we'd probably have Alba, Pedri, Kessie, and Dest.
But the question is, if De Jong stays, you have Frankie De Jong, you have Gerard Piqué. So where would you play them?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if De Jong stays, he won't be a starter anymore, in my opinion.
I think he'd be a starter. Imagine a midfield of Pedri, Frankie De Jong as the CDM, and Kessie.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's a pretty energetic midfield.
Yeah. So, anyways, I think that about wraps it for today, man. We've been here around an hour and 29 minutes, so I think we should probably head off in a couple of minutes. So, yeah, man. As I said, man, I think it's been a good thing. So let me go ahead and end the poll right here. So many of you guys, 69% says yes, Barcelona have a successful season. 15 says no. 15% says not sure. So thank you guys for voting me at 26 votes there, and we got to 20 likes. That's really good, guys. Thank you guys for liking the stream. And we're 874 subscribers, man. Incredible, man. We gained so much growth today. So I want to thank you guys. I appreciate it, man. And
congrats.
Yeah, thank you guys. And so yeah, thank you, iMilk, for coming on here. It was a good pleasure. I enjoyed having a conversation with you below. There will be timestamps below in the description below for you guys. In fact, I actually want to put the timestamps right now for you guys before I log off, because I'm probably gonna forget. So let me just do it right now. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. And then after I finish this, we'll head off. So, yeah, thank you, iMilk. And do you have any final thoughts before we head?
Thank you, AD, for having me here.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. And yeah, so I'll give my official remarks in a bit. I just wanted to do this part real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah. Okay, and I'll say best 11 and question marks. Okay, so the timestamp should be there now. I believe I put it there. Oh, come on. I have to, I can't put I have to do it separately. Okay, I'll just put in the edit. I'll just edit it later. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys for coming on here, guys. It's been a good pleasure. We had a good stream. We got a 21 likes. This has been one of my better streams. And yeah, definitely thank you guys for coming on here, guys. It was good fun. I want to give a shout out to everyone that came. FB7 Games, Bash, Well Zitty, um, Very Lame Pichu, HTR, Awesome BLE, Nicola, HTR, Saint Jose, obviously IMOC as well, Calvin, Polamo, Iron, Mark, and El Don, Matt's channel, and I think that's about it. Is there anything else I forgot? Oh yeah, Sebastian as well.
Mark as well.
Okay,
Mark.
edits. Wait, who?
Mark.
Oh yeah, Mark. I think I already said Mark. So
yeah.
But yeah, anyways, man, it's been a great stream, and I'll see you guys later, man. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new on here. Like this video if you did enjoy. Make sure you guys comment your thoughts in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Make sure you guys check out my platforms. List description below. Check out the Patreon page as well and all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.